Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. Since you can tell a lot about a person by where he or she lives, I thought I'd introduce myself by showing you my room. As you can see, I keep it pretty neat. Of course, I don't spend that much time in here. I always seem to be off solving mysteries. Anyway, here's my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's real helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery-solving business. And be sure to check out my scrapbook. I put memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous and at times really scary. But don't say anything about that to my dad, okay? He worries about me enough as it is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That will tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the plane ticket and you'll be on your way.
Just off the bus, huh? If you're looking for a real deal Hawaiian vacation, you got off at the right spot.
What's a real deal Hawaiian vacation?
You sign up with Big Island Mike, you'll live like a real Hawaiian. Work like they work, play like they play. No tourist stuff. From me, you get authentic.
So you're kind of a travel agent?
See, I'm like a tailor. Only I don't make clothes, I make vacations. Real, honest-to-goodness Hawaiian vacations. Custom-made to fit just you and you alone. You like the beach? I'll get you to the beach, but I'll also keep you busy. Busy doing things real Hawaiians have done for 1,000 years. And you'll have a good time doing it, I'll make sure. In fact, I've got a couple of guys staying here about your age. They're from the mainland, too. I got those boys surfing, shelling, fishing, snorkeling, everything. You sign up, you'll do everything too. Maybe even at the same time as them, huh?
Actually, I am here for a working vacation, but it's not with you. My name's Nancy Drew.
Oh, you're the wahine who's gonna be working up there in the rainforest with Dr. Kim studying bugs. You're gonna have to pick them up and put them in jars and stuff.
Well, I hope so. I think bugs are really interesting.
Better to be working for Dr. Kim than up at the Healy Healy. That doctor there, he makes people mess with stuff way worse than bugs.
What's the Healy Healy?
The Healy Healy Research Center. Everything up there's a big mystery. People who work at Healy Healy, they never stay long. And when they leave, they don't talk.
Be that as it may, I'm supposed to get a key from you?
Dr. Kim arranged for you to use one of my rigs. Got the key right here, but know what? I'm not gonna give it to you.
You're not?
A big island mic immersion excursion beats chasing bugs around the jungle any day. And to prove it, I'm not gonna give you the key until you go to the beach, collect some shells, and make a necklace for me. You can put the shells you find in here.
But I really think I should go meet Dr. Kim like I'm supposed to.
You make the necklace, I give you the... Only you know what? You're not gonna want it anymore. You're gonna walk on the beach, look for shells, sit and string them. You're gonna get so relaxed, you're gonna come back in here and say, "You were right, Big Island Mike. Forget the bug doctor. Sign me up." You'll see.
Looks like you need some kind of special money for this. I barely have any real money.
Welcome to the Wiki Tiki game. Wiki Wiki, Wiki Wiki, Wiki Tiki, Tiki, Tiki. Wiki Tiki.
I can't leave this place until I get the keys to that car Dr. Kim left with Big Island Mike. Must be part of the immersion excursion thing. Big Island Mike told me to make an aloha necklace. Ah, here we go. So what shells do I need? A little surfer shack. Too bad it's closed. Whoever runs it is probably off surfing. I wish I had time to fish, but I don't. Hello?
So, did you arrive okay?
Ned, hi! Oh, perfect timing. I just got here. In fact, I'm on the beach.
The bug doctor's on the beach?
No, I have to collect shells and make a necklace before I can get the keys she's left for me. It's a long story.
Well, I wish I could be there with you. Believe me, it's done nothing but rain nonstop since I dropped you off at the airport. The sky's just this constant shade of gray. It'd be depressing even with you here. But with you not here, it's...
Oh my gosh, you're not gonna believe this, but Frank and Joe Hardy are here.
What? Are you sure?
Positive. Hey, listen, I'll call you later, okay?
But...
Bye.
Nancy? What are you doing here?
I just got here. I'm going to be helping this entomologist Dad heard about do field work for the next 2 weeks. What are you guys doing here?
We got here yesterday.
Believe it or not, we're on assignment.
Joe, keep it down.
Richard Akins, the CEO of Akins Biotech, he hired us to do kind of a background check on Pua Mapu and her father, Mike Mapu. She's an up-and-coming world-class surfer. He runs a local business called Big Island Mike's Immersion Excursions.
No kidding. I'm supposed to pick up a car at Big Island Mike's. What does this Akins guy need a background check for?
He's thinking about using Pua in the ad campaign for one of his products. He wants to make sure there aren't any skeletons in either of the Mapu's closets before he makes her an offer.
Since she teaches surfing for her dad, we signed up for one of his immersion excursions so we could get to know her and make sure she's as squeaky clean as she seems.
Akins figured someone who was closer to her own age could find out a lot more than some private investigator.
So you were basically hired to vacation in Hawaii and learn how to surf. Is that what you're saying?
Don't worry. As soon as the opportunity presents itself, we'll be doing some hardcore snooping, too.
Yeah, Akins wants us to make sure Mapu's business is also squeaky clean. But the guy never leaves his office, which so far has made rummaging through his paperwork impossible.
So you're doing field work for an entomologist?
Yep, just me and Dr. Kim and a couple thousand of her closest insect-type friends out there in the jungle.
Well, watch out for Kāne Ōkala.
Aw, Joe.
Watch out for who?
Kāne Ōkala. That's Hawaiian for rough-skinned man.
He's this legendary guy who got half burned up in a volcano a millennium or two ago, and now whenever something really bad happens on the island, people start saying they've seen him in the jungle. He doesn't like people messing with his island, see, so he goes on these rampages. Apparently, his temper is as nasty as his complexion.
And there have been a lot of sightings lately, probably because of the pineapples.
What's wrong with the pineapples?
The pineapples have been growing so poorly on this part of the island that people say there may not even be a local crop this year, but nobody can say why. Although I'm willing to bet this Kāne Ōkala guy could.
Joe.
If he really existed, which of course he does not. Happy, Frank?
Well, I better get going. Good luck, you guys. I have my cell phone, so keep in touch.
You too. In fact, if there's anything you need out there,
Food, toiletries, monster repellent.
call us anytime, okay?
Okay, bye.
Bye.
See you, Nance.
Hello?
Hi, Ned. Sorry I hung up on you like that before. Believe it or not, that was the Hardy Boys I saw. They're here too.
No kidding. Doing what?
I probably shouldn't say.
I take it doesn't involve bugs.
Not hardly.
So what are you up to?
Dr. Kim arranged for me to get a car from this guy named Big Island Mike.
Sounds like a colorful guy.
He's that all right. He won't give me the car keys until I make him a necklace out of shells.
That's not colorful. That's kind of whacked.
He just wants to give me a taste of an immersion excursion. That's what he calls these extreme Hawaiian vacations he arranges for people.
Okay.
I should get going.
Feel free to call me anytime.
Okie dokie. Bye. Beautiful. I'll just give this to Mr. Mapu and be on my way.
You finished the necklace.
If you could give the extra shells I collected to those two guys from the mainland, that'd be great. May I keep the necklace I made?
Sorry. My idea, my necklace. But the rig key is yours.
Thank you. Hey,
One more thing. Kāne Ōkala.
that rough-skinned guy? What about him?
It's the people at Hili Hili. They're doing something that Kāne Ōkala doesn't like. That's why he's back. The people that say he's just a legend, don't believe them.
I need that key, Mr. Mapu.
Hope I don't regret this. The rig's out front. Got a GPS system and everything. The location of Dr. Kim's camp's already programmed in.
I heard that something weird seems to be going on with the pineapple crop this year. What have you heard about it?
It's the Hili Hili. Whatever they're doing up there, it's gonna end up ruining the pineapple fields. The newspapers know the truth. They're just too afraid of the Hili Hili lawyers to write the truth.
Well, it was nice meeting you.
Mahalo!
Stuck in a ditch. Great. Well, hopefully Dr. Kim will be able to help me get it out. Uh-oh. Sounds like I missed a call.
You have reached
Nancy Drew.
who is currently unavailable. At the tone, please leave a message.
Hi, Nance, it's Joe. Listen, Big Island Mike heard on the radio that the bridge on the road leading to that bug lady's camp just washed out. So I hope you get this message before you get to her place, because if you've already crossed the bridge, it sounds like you won't be able to get back into town for a couple of days. In any case, be careful, and again, if there's anything Frank or I can do, just holler. Take care.
So, on top of being stuck in a ditch, I'm stranded in the jungle. Well, at least I'm not alone. I mean, I won't be when I find Dr. Kim. Oh my gosh, this place is a mess. What happened? And where's Dr. Kim? A tape recorder. There's a tape in it. Looks like it needs to be rewound.
I'm Dr. Quigley Kim, and this is an oral record of my activities on the Big Island, beginning with today, March 11th. Hopefully, I'll remember to use this thing every day, but I much prefer writing things down. And frankly, I don't care much for hearing myself on tape. It makes me sound very nasal for some strange reason. Of course, this whole recording thing was my father's idea. I mean, just because he always kept an oral journal when he was in the field, he automatically assumed I'd want to, too. So he practically forced me to... There I go again. Well, at least with this thing, when I start digressing, I can just push this button and... Already, I'm forgetting to use this thing. Okay, now it's March 15th. My camp's all set up and my equipment's all ready to go. So tomorrow, I'm gonna start rigging fast traps. I probably should have started doing that today, but I spent the whole morning observing a colony of feral bees. Man, I hope somebody answers the ad my mentor placed in that newsletter. If she could get me an assistant, I could spend the whole day observing whatever insect I want. Oh, would that be cool or what? March 19th. This has never happened to me before, ever. But when I was out checking traps in the jungle today, I got the weirdest feeling that I was being watched. I mean, it was broad daylight and I didn't see anybody or hear anything, but I just suddenly got this creepy feeling that I wasn't alone. Then, after about 3 minutes, it went away. It was just weird. It's March 24th. For the past 2 days now, I've heard this very odd humming sound coming from way deep in the jungle. Okay, to be honest, it sounds more like whispering. 1 minute it's there, next minute it's gone. And I have no idea what's causing it. I don't even have a theory as to what's causing it. I hate that. It's March 28th. Great news. Actually, lots of great news. I just got done with my initial fast jar content analysis, and it looks like something really strange is going on with the Norsa beta odorata larvae around here. Once I run these numbers through my formula machine, which I'm retrieving from my trunk even as I speak, once I run these numbers, I'll know for sure. And I'm getting an assistant. Somebody named Nancy Drew has agreed to fly out here for a couple of weeks and work for me, which means I'm on the verge of fame, fortune, and free labor. Woohoo! Is life good or what?
The tape ran out. What was that? I sure hope Dr. Kim is okay. I can't go anywhere until I get this thing out of the ditch. Still stuck in the ditch. Dr. Kim, are you here? Hello? Anybody here? Dr. Kim? She's gone. Ugh, I've got a bad feeling about this. 1, 2, 3 testing. 1, 2, 3 testing. Can anybody hear me? Breaker 19, talk to me, come on. Nancy, welcome. Use this radio to call me at this frequency, 18.305, QK. Wonder what this thing does. Interesting lock. Malachi Herbert Craven, IQ of 182, maintains blog, solar power, Area code 312. Chicago, maybe? Okay, what else do we have in this trunk? A security pass for the Healy Research Center. Maybe someone there knows where Dr. Kim is.
LifeWorks Biochem? Dr. Kim, you're finally calling?
No, my name is Nancy Drew.
How did you get this number?
Well, you see, Hello? Hello? The radio doesn't have any power. Must be Dr. Kim's notes. Phew, looks like Greek to me. Somehow I've got to get this thing out of that ditch. I can't go anywhere until I get this thing out of the ditch. A winch. I should attach the hook to the cable first. There, it's out of the ditch. A solar panel. Looks like this is what powers the radio. Some of the photovoltaic cells are missing. Probably shouldn't have done that.
Who are you? Where did you get that pass?
I'd rather not say until you tell me who you are.
I'm Malachi Craven, of course. I'm the head of this facility. Now, what were you doing with that pass?
Wouldn't you like to know who I am now?
All right, then. Who are you?
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm Dr. Kim's temporary research assistant. Today's my first day. I have that pass because when I arrived, Dr. Kim's base camp was all torn up and I couldn't find her anywhere. So I went searching through her stuff for something that might tell me where she is. I thought that since she had that pass, someone here could tell me where she is.
Well, you thought wrong. And for your information, that pass was reported missing. She probably stole it weeks ago.
You think Dr. Kim stole it?
Oh, use your brain. This is a private research facility with highly restricted access. Of course she stole it.
All right, that's enough.
Excuse me?
You're jumping all over me when the only thing I did to you is tell you the truth. I know who you are, Dr. Craven. I know you're an incredibly gifted scientist whose work has never been fully appreciated. In fact, as an amateur horticulturist, I would give anything to know what you're doing with the plants in here. But being a genius does not give you the right to be rude.
Oh, I'm sorry, young lady. Everything you just said is quite correct. The genius part rings particularly true. How do you know about me?
Internet, mostly. Your blog is awesome.
That's true, too. If you're interested in horticulture, why are you assisting an entomologist?
She's the friend of a friend of a friend, that sort of thing. And when I heard there was a free round-trip ticket to Hawaii involved...
Smart girl.
I'm in desperate need of some photovoltaic cells so I can repair a solar panel back at camp. And I know you're a big proponent of solar energy, so could you by any chance spare me, say, 9 cells?
Tell you what, I'll give you all the cells you need after you harvest at least a dozen seeds from those plants down there. They represent an extremely promising cultivar that I've hybridized. Unfortunately, I've developed some kind of allergy to them, so that just being in the same room with them has me scratching like a dog at a flea circus. My getting seeds from them is out of the question. But since you're here, you can do it. Just pick a few pods, pop them open, and put only viable seeds into the container. To know what I mean by viable, just read the notes that I left down there.
No problem.
Good. Bring me 12 viable seeds, and those cells are yours. Where are those seeds?
Could I ask you a question first?
The sooner you're through, the sooner I can incinerate those infernal plants. Now, I strongly advise you to get to work.
I'd love to see what's in that pocket, but if Dr. Craven caught me snooping in his things... Whoa. Can't unlock this with that. There, 12 viable seeds, I hope.
Finished?
Better late than never.
Very good. These will do just fine. And so, as I promised, instruct Olson to put a box of A3 photovoltaic cells into Miss Drew's vehicle as soon as possible.
Right away, Dr. Craven.
Unfortunately, even after I've destroyed those little green devils, I'm told it'll be some time before this itching stops.
Isn't there something you could take for it?
I was prescribed an antihistamine, but I'm afraid taking it will make me too sleepy to get any work done.
What makes you think Dr. Kim stole that security pass?
That was just my temper talking. I obviously have no reason to suspect the good doctor of any criminal activity whatsoever.
Have you ever met Dr. Kim?
Possibly. I don't honestly remember. From what I've read about her research, I have no real desire to meet her, quite frankly.
Any chance you could give me a tour of this place?
None whatsoever. This is a private facility. I'm under no obligation to put my work on display or explain what I'm doing to anyone, except my employer, of course.
Who's that?
He'd rather I not say. Look here, Nancy. You're obviously familiar with me and my previous accomplishments, so I know how exciting all this must be for you, but I'm simply not at liberty to discuss my current project, though it is truly spectacular. Sorry.
I still need to find Dr. Kim, so I'd better go.
Marvelous idea.
Where these new cells go must have something to do with the numbers on them. But what? There, it's working. That doesn't go there. Power. That helps. This is Nancy Drew calling Dr. Quigley Kim. Dr. Kim, are you there? Yes, I've been worried about you. I've been worried about you. Your camp is a mess. Someone ransacked it. Where exactly are you?
You can see me at Big Rock. The exact location is northeast 4 hours by west 5 degrees,
minute.
Could you please repeat that?
Oh, and be sure to bring my...
Dr. Kim, I can barely hear you. Could you repeat those coordinates, please?
I rarely get... You is over now.
No, wait, I still don't know where you are. Dr. Kim! Nancy Drew, calling Dr. Quigley Kim. Come in, please. Oh, great. All I heard was Green Trigger Rock or something. How am I supposed to figure out where that is? Hello? Nancy Drew, calling Dr. Quigley Kim. Come in, please. Dr. Kim? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, Ned.
Hey, how's it going?
I went looking for Dr. Kim at this private research facility and found a mad scientist named Dr. Malachi Craven instead. Ever hear of him?
No. Is he a bug guy too?
He's part botanist, part biochemist, but mostly he's a grouch.
What's he working on?
Don't know. It's top secret.
Why were you looking for Dr. Kim there?
For some reason, she had a security pass to the place. Dr. Craven said she'd stolen it.
Why would she do that?
When I find her, that's one of the first things I'm going to ask her. Big Island Mike told me that the Healy, that's the name of Craven's research facility, he thinks that whatever Craven is doing up there is destroying the local pineapple crop.
Yikes.
How would you feel about giving me a hint or two?
I think that could be arranged.
Dr. Kim said she was at a place that sounded like Green Trigger Rock or something. The problem is I have no idea where that is.
Well, if you're sure there's not a map there at Dr. Kim's base camp and you've exhausted all your other options, I suppose you could call the Hardy Boys. That Big Island guy is bound to have a map somewhere.
Excellent. You're the best.
And don't you forget it.
Bye, Ned.
Hello?
Hi, Joe. It's Nancy.
Hey, Nancy, what's going on?
Well, after I finally got Big Island Mike to give me the keys to the car Dr. Kim had arranged for me, I started driving.
Whoa. So what did Dr. Kim say when you told her somebody or something had torn up her camp?
Frankly, I'm not sure she heard me. The radio connection we had was really bad. In fact, she rattled off the coordinates of where she is now so I could plug them into my GPS, but all I heard was north 19 degrees 20-something. I think she said she was at Green Trigger Rock, but I could be wrong about that, too. I don't suppose you'd happen to have a map of the island, would you?
No, but I'll keep my eyes open. Maybe I'll even ask Big Island Mike. I'm still waiting for a chance to do some snooping around his desk.
Well, if you find out anything, give me a call. Remember, what Dr. Kim said sounded like Green Trigger Rock.
Green Trigger Rock. Will do. Are you going to be able to get back here with the bridge washed out like that?
No, but I'll be okay. That bridge is the least of my worries. I'll talk to you later, okay?
Bye.
Hey, what's up?
Think you could explain this try it and trade it system of yours again?
Real simple. Over at the necklace making table, there's pictures of the different necklaces you can make out of shells, okay? You collect shells, you make something, you turn it in, you get whatever the picture says it's worth in Big Island bucks. You get enough Big Island bucks, you can buy some fishing gear and bait. You go fishing, you catch something, you turn it in, you get paid what it's worth. The better the bait you buy, the bigger the fish you catch, and the more Big Island bucks you get. The more Big Island bucks you get, the more stuff you can do in here. You see, a never-ending circle of fun. Everybody wins.
Especially you, right? Since you get to keep everything we trade in?
Hey, the more money I bring in, the less I gotta charge customers like you. You can put the shells you find in here. Whenever you're ready to turn something in, necklace, fish, whatever, go see Pua, not me. She's in charge of doling out the Big Island bucks.
You're always in here working. Don't you ever get to get out and enjoy paradise yourself?
Well, if somebody'd catch me 6 ulua, I'd have an excuse to drive them into the market in Hilo, and on the way back, do a little body surfing at this great little beach I know.
Will you provide the bait?
Just so happens I got their favorite food right here. Ulua are big shorefish, real good eating.
Well, get ready to take a little time off, big guy, because I am on it.
Hey, what's up?
Are you familiar with a place in the jungle around here called Green Trigger Rock or something like that?
Never heard of it. And I know this island better than anybody. So if I haven't heard of it, trust me, there's no such place.
How long have you been in this business?
5 years, give or take. Pua's idea. She saw this whole extreme vacation thing coming. I thought she was popule, but turns out she was right. We've been making money since day one. My daughter is one smart wahine.
What happened to her mom, if you don't mind my asking?
Died when Pua was 10. Pretty rough on her. Only way she got through it was by going out on her board every day. And look at her. She's a champ. Future's as bright as they come.
Turned into your basic all-around good kid, huh?
With Pua, what you see is what you get. Just wants to surf. And be the best in the world while she's at it.
Well, hang in there.
Later.
Whoa, earthquake!
Hey, Joe. Ready for another lesson?
Thought I'd give you a chance to catch a few without me.
I was out there at dawn, and I'll be back out there at dusk. I'll get my rides in, don't worry.
Must get pretty boring having to teach newbies like us day in and day out, huh?
No, it's fun. I like turning people onto surfing, especially guys. You're doing great, so's your brother. In fact, he hasn't come off his board once. Of course, that might change when he actually stands up on it.
Frank hasn't stood up yet?
Oops, I probably shouldn't have said that. Look, how about we change the subject?
You feel the earthquake?
Yeah, wasn't that great?
Sure, it was a blast, if you don't count the sheer terror part.
I love earthquakes. It's like standing up on a big, huge roller coaster.
You're not afraid of tsunamis?
Me? Afraid of big waves? Not hardly. Look, until somebody figures out a way to stop earthquakes, they're gonna happen. So I say, why not enjoy them?
Are Frank and I your only pupils right now?
Pretty much. You guys are the only excursions Dad's got going this week. I coach some local kids, but they've got finals.
Ever wish your dad had chosen some other way to make a living?
Heck no. I mean, we don't live in a mansion or anything, but we got food, we got clothes. Dad gets to show off his island, and I get to surf. Far as I'm concerned, we got everything we need.
Catch you later.
Book 'em, Dano.
1 ulua down, 5 to go. Shoot, I hate when that happens. Gotcha. Got away. Oh yeah. Lua number 6. That ought to do it.
Hey, what's going on?
What do you think about all this Kāne Ōkala stuff?
I'd rather not say. You'd laugh.
Well, can you blame me?
Look, first the Healy Center closes its doors to visitors and gets real secretive about what it's doing up there. Then something goes wrong with the pineapple crop. Coincidence? I don't think so. I mean, Kāne Ōkala has shown up before when somebody endangered the islands. Why shouldn't I believe that he's back?
He showed up before? When?
My dad said that after the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941, people saw Kāne Ōkala all over the place, including my grandfather. You gonna call my grandfather a liar?
I'm saying that sometimes people, especially superstitious people, sometimes they see what they want to see.
Well, I'm not the least bit superstitious, and I swear to you, I have seen Kāne Ōkala. Now, Amscray, I gotta work.
Joe, what are you doing here? You should be out there surfing. Pua says you're a natural.
She does? Oh, come on. She probably says that about all her students.
No, she doesn't. In fact, I can repeat what she says about some of them. So, how'd you like that earthquake?
Frankly, it was kind of scary.
Got my heart going, that's for sure. Pele must be mad about something.
Pele?
Hawaiian goddess of fire. Her home is in Kilauea volcano. When she's mad, she makes the ground shake. When she's really mad, she sends lava down the mountain to gobble up her enemies.
Who are her enemies?
People who do bad things to her island, or fail to show her the proper respect, or people she just plain doesn't like. Who knows? Compared to Pele, Kāne Ōkala is a noisy little fly. He's nothing. But enough about Pele. Go, get outside. You're in paradise. Enjoy.
Those fish you wanted me to catch? Well, here they are. What do you think?
Hey, you did it! Wasn't sure you were ready for them, but looks like I'm gonna have to stock the store with ulua bait from now on. Tell Pua as soon as I'm done here, I'm driving up to Hilo. Last I saw, she was still trying to teach Frank how to surf. Your brother's a slow learner, huh?
Welcome to my world, Mr. Mapu. Have a nice drive.
Hey, what's going on?
Trade you these fish for some Big Island bucks.
Let's see what you've got. Looking good. There you go. Okay, what else?
What else do you like to do besides surf?
Nothing.
Aw, come on. You like to ride motorcycles, go to wild parties, pig out on shave ice? Tell me.
I surf till it gets too dark. I come home, I eat, I go to bed, I get up. I surf till I gotta start teaching. I help my dad. That's it. That's my life.
An adrenaline freak like you never does anything wild and crazy?
I get all the kicks I'll ever need out there on my board.
Catch you later.
It's been real.
Ah, alone at last. March 5th. Delivery from JK exclamation point exclamation point. Wonder who or what JK is. What I need is a key. What I need is a key. That's not going to unlock this door. So, if I were a green trigger rock, where would I be? Wait a minute. 3-finger rock. That's what that bug doctor must have said. 3-finger rock. I'd better call Nancy with these coordinates.
You have reached
Nancy Drew.
who is currently unavailable. At the tone, please leave a message.
Hey, Nance, good news. I figured out that Dr. Kim isn't at Green Trigger Rock, she's at 3-Finger Rock. The coordinates are north 19 degrees, 24 hours, 42 minutes, by west 155 degrees, 9 hours, 1 minute. Gosh, I'm good. Hey! Ugh.
Hey, Nance, good news. I figured out that Dr. Kim isn't at Green Trigger Rock, she's at 3-Finger Rock. The coordinates are north 19 degrees, 24 hours, 42 minutes, by west 155 degrees, 9 hours, 1 minute. Gosh, I'm good.
Thank you, Joe.